Come unwrap some holiday magic this season in Denver, where the lights are brighter and the shopping is grander, where the season feels a whole lot more wonderful. Discover great hotels and more things to do at milehighholidays.com.
Yay Networks.
Welcome to Logically Irrational with my parents, Tye Strickland and Melissa Rycroft. He's a little logical.
Until I start gossiping.
And she's a little irrational.
You've got nothing.
But together, they make the perfect combo.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Logically Irrational. Take two.
Starting over.
We have set up our little podcast room upstairs in what is also our quasi little workout room that I've made it to. And we're up there, and I'm setting up, and all of a sudden I hear this. I went, you've got to be kidding me that they're doing lawn
Literally
work.
started as we were getting started.
And I went, how annoying is it? That was too annoying.
Yeah, it was too much.
Tye said it was a blower, so I went outside to look. No, they're cutting down trees.
It's chainsaws.
In our neighbor's yard.
Perfect timing.
So anyway, we've gone mobile. We're having to handhold the mics, so we're going to try to be aware of that.
Nobody will ever even know.
Not making too much of this noise.
Yeah, don't do that.
But yes, we are here. We're here on a Friday, ready to end this week. Do you know that we are 45 days away from Christmas?
You know, Ava and I were talking on the way to school this morning that we're both shocked that you haven't made me get the Christmas tree out yet.
Well, because we've been so busy, but it's coming out this weekend for sure.
Is it?
Yes.
That's happening? Okay.
Well, normally it's November 1 that I'm like, get it out and put it up, and I'll sit here and decorate. What?
Oh, nothing. I was just saying,
you
I knew it. No, I knew it was early. We were trying to decide when it was. We were thinking it was the day after Thanksgiving, but that's not enough time.
I mean, I'm not one of those people that skips over Thanksgiving. I have all my Thanksgiving decor out. I love the tree up though, and it is.
I do too.
It just looks so pretty in the house,
and it's so enormous.
And yeah, I want as much time as I can.
Yeah, I agree with that
because I'm one of those people that also December 26th it all comes down.
Right.
I don't sit and enjoy it for the next week or two.
No, you don't. I could do it through New Year's, but it needs to be down by New Year's.
Once it's done, the day after Halloween, all our blow-ups were out the door.
Over with.
Oh, stop it. But yeah, so we're 45 days away, and I haven't done anything. I haven't done anything yet. Usually by now,
weird, neither have I.
Shocking. I'm starting to make lists. You know, I'll put them in the notes section in my phone of things that somebody will. Oh, that was cool.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, all right, noted.
Usually you're done shopping by now.
I've got the big things. I usually know what big thing. Well, I had the idea the other day.
Not doing presents this year?
Yeah. Okay, right. Sorry, kids.
Nobody wants that.
Santa missed us. But so Ava has become a ginormous Swiftie, along with every other preteen, teenager, whatevs, you know?
Right.
I've been saying that a lot.
Whatevs?
Whatevs.
Is that an Ava thing?
Does Ava say that maybe?
Yeah, probably. Sounds like a 12-year-old girl.
Okay. I just caught myself. My bad. And that too.
What? My bad?
My bad. And she's obviously going overseas for, I believe, the next year, but I know that she was bringing she added new U.S. tour dates. And I was like, how fun would that be as like just a big present from me to her that we go somewhere, take a trip.
To go to the concert.
And go see the concert. Because we didn't see it the first time.
Is it weird that I would like that?
No.
Yeah, okay.
No. Well, a bunch of our friends went, remember, and their brothers were jealous. I want to go.
Yeah.
I want to see Taylor. And
you know what's crazy is that this Taylor Swift thing for her is new.
Yeah.
And like when Taylor Swift was in town a couple of months ago,
yeah,
she didn't
want to
dying to go.
I know.
But now she is.
Now she is. She's seen the movie a few times. But anyway, so I went, that would just be fun. So I start looking. I remember
tickets a little high.
Oh my gosh. Well, I first just clicked on good seats and I went, ooh, 4,000. Nope.
4,000 a ticket?
So I just immediately looked up, her first stop back in the US is Miami. And I went, fun trip, beach trip. It's not until October of next year, but let's give it a shot. And
so would you give that to her for Christmas?
Yeah.
And say
and hold on
in
to
10
it.
months you can go?
I mean, she would have something to look forward to. But Well, we could go to Argentina and go in January.
Sounds awesome.
So then I keep going higher and higher and higher. And I'm like, the prices are not really dropping all that much. So I go to the very back row, highest 5th level of the stadium, back row, $1,500 for one ticket. And I just went,
And people are paying that,
I'm assuming so. I mean, I was
God.
baffled.
So this is a secondary market, right?
Yes. Yeah. Was that StubHub and Ticketmaster and stuff? Yeah.
It's people that are selling the tickets. So
Right.
people are profiting on the tickets.
Sure.
So all she gets is the door, like the face value.
I don't even know what the face value was. I don't know.
They don't tell you on StubHub
I mean,
what it is.
No.
I don't. They don't.
I don't think they have to
Yeah,
because
right,
these people
right.
mark them up so much.
That's crazy. It's crazy that, I mean, what is it, 50,000, 80,000 people?
Did you see, though, I think I heard that moving forward, when people resell tickets now, like you can only profit $14,000.
No,
do you know what I'm talking about?
Before you have to pay taxes.
Yes, you have to
You
pay
can profit
taxes
as
on
much as you want.
That's what I was saying, though.
Yeah.
Before you actually have to report it and file taxes
and,
on it.
And now, StubHub or whatever, they'll send you the 1099 or W-2 or whatever.
Yeah. You have to fill that out
right,
before they'll
before
give you
you
the
can
minute.
put the tickets on. Yeah,
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, but I bet you that you can still probably sell them not on, like on Craigslist or something like that. And not
Is
have to report
Craigslist
it.
still a thing?
I don't know, but I'm sure it is.
So,
I probably just dated myself, didn't I?
Well,
Craigslist.
at least you didn't say MySpace, which is still around. Yeah, so I'm going to have to find something else. I don't think the T Swift concert is going to work out.
It's funny you bring that up because I was talking to Drew last night at our football game,
Mm-hmm.
and he's on a Facebook group that sells tickets to the local sports teams, and it's not on StubHub, and they're normally, like he was showing me, there's some better prices on there, like they're just above face value, not people trying to make $1 billion.
Are they just people buying and
they're
selling?
Yeah, so I mean, I'm sure you have to be kind of careful with that, but
Right, because you could show up and your ticket's a fake, right?
yeah, maybe, yeah, I'm
That stuff always makes me nervous,
Me
by the
too.
way, that I
Me
show
too.
up and I'm like, please be a real ticket. But I only buy on StubHub and Ticketmaster and all those places where they're verified.
yeah.
But yeah, I was bummed. I thought it was a fun idea. I mean,
It is a fun idea.
I could, but so then I was doing the whole, well, we'll go overseas. There's not a lot of English speaking countries that she goes to. And I am not about to fly with my daughter to Tokyo and go, I don't know how to do anything.
Yeah, or Tokyo's probably a little far.
So, it was a fun idea, but now I got to get
Well,
on
you can
it.
keep looking.
I know.
Well, and I don't like the idea of, I mean, I like go ahead
you
and buy
mean
the
that it's
tickets.
so far.
Yeah, I mean, what of a letdown, Okay, I got something to look for in 10 months.
You know what I did for her birthday already? Because I went and got my hair done 2 weeks ago, and I was telling my hairstylist, I don't even know how exciting this is. Ava is a blonde turning into a muddy blonde. The
Yeah.
older she gets, it's just that kind of that dishwater color that most blondes become, and she hates it. And she's like, I'm becoming a brunette. And I'm like, oh my gosh, one, you're not becoming a brunette, and
Right.
two, I'm so offended. What is wrong with that? And I won't let her get highlights yet. And even my hairstylist, who's my friend, she was like, I start at 13 and go up. And she goes, and I'll only do a highlight. I don't do full color on people that age, just because, And I was talking to her. I said, yeah, her birthday, I got shot because I shocked.
You got shot?
I've shocked is what I meant to say. Sorry. I told
Buried the
Ava, I
lead
was like,
there.
I will let you get highlights on your birthday this year. You're turning 13. I'll let you.
I was wondering when that would happen.
And she got excited, and I was like, hold your horses, girlfriend. You've still got like 6
Yeah.
months. And she goes, oh no, Mom, I have 3. And I went,
Yeah, she's right.
3 months until you're a teenager?
We were on our way to school this morning, and she said something about the lunchroom cafeteria
Oh, yeah.
or something, and I was like, oh.
Social hour.
Yeah, I mean, we were just talking, and actually we were talking about what kind of drinks they have at, and she said, at my next school, you can actually get like Cokes or Diet Cokes. And I was like, what's your next school? And high school? Like, it didn't dawn on me that the next school that she will go to.
It
Now, we
has
still got
dawned
2
on
more
me.
years.
No,
but-
1 more year. She finishes
Well,
this
7th
year.
grade
Yeah.
and then 8th grade. She's halfway through 7th grade.
But her next school,
Is
high school.
she'll be a freshman in high school. There's no way. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like I sounded like a total moron because I'm like, I know how old you are, Ava.
I
You just
know.
don't seem that old.
Well, I made her highlight appointment, but I haven't told her. And her birthday's on a Friday this year. I'm going to pull her from school, and we're going to go
that'd be
have
fun.
a day. But
Does that mean like from there on out we're doing highlights? Is it one of the things
no,
where
because
once
in
you
the
start,
summertime.
But
I
she
don't
gets really
care.
blonde in the
Yeah,
summer.
the summer. It's when the summer stops, and I mean I notice it too. I'm like it's definitely darker.
Yeah.
But you know, she's becoming of that age where I'm like, if that's what you would like to do, it's temporary. It's sure. Let's. Go
I don't
for it.
mind that. It doesn't bother me that you're doing that. It just bothers me that she's getting older.
Well, so we took our family portraits last month, which we have done every year since Ava was a baby in October. Like it's kind of fun when you look at all the pictures. We got them back yesterday. First of all, our kids are huge. Ava is my size.
She's almost as tall as you.
There's one picture where you're in the middle, Ava and I are on either side of you, and the boys are on the outside, and we're all kind of holding hands. And you look like you have two grown women standing next to you. I was like, what has happened? Our family pyramid, it looks like a pyramid now, not like two giants and three little ones.
Yep.
There's a picture of Kaysen sitting in my lap, and he
looks as big as you.
he said that too. He goes, why do I look so big? I was like, I don't know.
Stop growing.
Why do you look so big? I do love them, though. They were great pictures.
Yeah, they're great pictures. You know what is not great?
What?
Is that, I kind of am told what to wear on those days.
Yes.
And I'm wearing the same shirt that I was wearing 2 years ago.
Well, because you only have like 3 shirts that you rotate
That's
between.
not true. But we could have picked a different one for pictures.
Are you
I'm wearing the same shirt.
Because it's on the wall.
Yeah.
Well, I won't put them next to each other.
No,
I always
I-
blow them up and put them around the house.
To me, it really doesn't matter. I'm just thinking one day when we're looking at all of them right next to each other and be like, huh.
Same shirt, same
Yeah.
shirt, same shirt, same
Job,
shirt.
Tye.
Well, because we usually do the same color scheme because I do
Right.
it in the color scheme of our house so that the pictures match when I blow them
There you
up
go.
and put them on.
There you go.
So, and this week we have is our 14th wedding anniversary?
09, yes.
Yes. Coming up
That's crazy.
in less than a month now.
Bum, bum,
No,
bum.
1 month.
A month
December
and-
12th. I always get
month and 2
confused.
days.
And I have booked our trip.
I'm
which
so offended.
everyone knows. You're whatever. I think we've talked about this before. I can never remember if it's 12/12/09 or 12/9/9. No.
Oh, 120909.
Yes.
You know, I remember
Or
that.
12/12. You know, I don't
Yeah.
know why. That always throws me off. Is our anniversary the 9th or the 12th?
Well, I wish you wouldn't have ever told me that because now I'm going to second guess it.
12/12.
12/12.
12/12. And yes, I've booked our obnoxious trip. We haven't been in a bit.
Why do you say obnoxious?
Because I think people get annoyed we go so much. It's fine, though. It's an anniversary trip. We're allowed to go. But I have done something, and I told you about it last night, and I'm totally second-guessing it. They have this thing on the Stratosphere, which everybody knows Stratosphere is huge. It's not the roller coaster. I'm not doing that, where it shoots you off the front and then you
stops.
stand there. No. I don't know why this sounds any better, but you can jump off the Stratosphere.
Yeah, it actually sounds
Worse.
less scary to be on a roller coaster.
And I booked it. It was like on a whim, and we've talked about it the last few times we've gone, and I've chickened out completely. Now, it's not a free fall. It's not
No,
like
you're tethered in.
yeah, it's hard to explain. You should YouTube it, but it's a wire, but you're jumping off still. You have to walk to the edge of the plank, and you are.
It's controlled though.
Yes,
Like,
it looks like it is a controlled,
There's
almost
some
like
sort of resistance,
kind of like an elevator, but it's a free fall elevator.
but nothing to stand on. In the
Right.
end.
Yeah. No, you are jumping off of this thing and then it controls
Yeah,
you
this sounds
down.
awesome.
My heart's pounding thinking of it now. Well, because the older I get, I have definitely gotten an anxiety of heights, for sure. I notice it when I take Ava to Six Flags every year, and I'm fine on the rides. It's the going up part where I get clammy and sweaty, and I'm like, don't talk to me, don't look, I can't. It's up. And then I'm fine, but I don't know. You saw me when we went to Park City on the little zip line thing.
Always had a hard time with those chairlifts too.
It's the height.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I get it. I just
So I booked it. We're doing it.
I'm doing it.
December 10th, I
Right.
think. December 11th. But anyway. Okay.
gonna be fun.
Let's go. There was it's kind of a slow news week. I told you I was struggling
Yeah.
with this podcast this week. I was like, not much happened with us. Not much happened in entertainment.
and it's kind of the same shows we're still watching.
So, I mean, we'll just kind of...
I've got something. I need some parenting advice.
From me?
But I mean, something happened last night that I didn't tell you about last night.
Okay, go.
I mean, it's not nothing bad.
Go.
But this is so typical of our youngest son.
Okay, Sin.
Yeah. So we have a football game. If we win this game, we make the playoffs. It's kind of a big game.
Right.
And Casey's a good little player. He's one of our best players. I mean, they're all good, but he's he gets the ball a lot. He scores touchdowns. So his deal is if he's engaged, he's really good.
Sure.
If he's not, then he's in right field.
He's a hard kid to keep focus for a long time.
Yeah.
He's you.
But he's a lot like me,
He's
right?
you.
But I always I was so big into competition and sports that I was locked in when it came time to play.
At 7,
Well, yeah, I mean,
that's
right,
the
I
thing
get it,
where I
but
think you forget that he's a baby.
I know, but that's what frustrates me is I'm like, buddy, this is your thing. Like, this is your deal. Like, now pay attention. And so, and you know how he's like, if somebody laughs at him, he's going to keep doing whatever it was.
Oh,
like
he's a comedian. Both our boys are. Yeah.
So we're standing there in the middle of the game, and I'm like, Kaysen, pay attention. I need you to do, and he does this little dance, almost like the loser dance that they do, with the L on their head, and they kind of bounce
Waddle
back and forth. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's kind of doing that, and he's doing this real high pitched, he's just in general, he's just doing it on the field, and it's like this high pitched scream. He's going, but real high pitch, and I turn and I'm like, what are you doing? And he kind of looks at me and he laughs, and I'm like, stop doing that, pay attention. And then one of his friends laughs at him, so he does it again. And so I turn back and I was like, Kaysen, don't do that again. And now he has an audience, right? They're all laughing at him. And so he goes, and like to test me, Yeah. And
I'm not laughing at you. But
I had no idea what to do. Like, I'm not going to just spank him right there in the middle of the field.
No.
I mean, what?
You make him sit out.
Oh my gosh, it's so frustrating. And like at home, he wouldn't do that because
he doesn't have the
he
audience
doesn't have the
unless
audience.
it's a brother or sister that's egging him on.
Even then, he's usually there's a lot of times where I have to tell him twice, but then it stops, and he wouldn't stop last night.
Yeah.
And then he goes and made a couple of mistakes. What do you do?
I don't know. But again, make him sit out.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, he's 7. He's
I
a first grader.
I know.
And
But can't you imagine, I'm trying to be serious and then he's out there doing that? And they're
sure. Yes, I can
you
totally.
imagine the frustration I was feeling?
Well, at least it was you, and he wasn't doing it to somebody else. But if it had been somebody else, he wouldn't have done it.
I don't think he would. Yeah,
yes,
no, he wouldn't.
He wouldn't have done it. But it's you. He didn't take you seriously. He's your dad. You're not coach. He's so stinking cute, though.
He's pretty cute.
He has this lisp still. Is that going to go away? Does he have a lisp? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
His S's are...
I think it's more of his teeth.
Well, he doesn't have any teeth. I kind of don't want it to go away.
Yeah, you do.
Well, you know what I mean.
Sorry, I threw that in. We were talking about Kaysen sitting in your lap a second ago, and it made me start thinking about it and how big he's getting. And
my little troublemaker.
Doesn't mean he's quite growing up.
Watch out for that one. Yeah. Well,
news? Sorry.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of new. We're just going to kind of talk and see where it goes, okay?
Gotcha.
Okay.
Pop news time.
We have a new People magazine Sexiest Man Alive. They didn't call you this year.
Yeah, what in the world?
What in the
Usually
world?
they at least call me.
Patrick Dempsey, a.k.a. McDreamy.
Really?
Did you not know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I showed you. No, maybe I didn't.
Hasn't he been it 3 times before?
No, he's never been Sexiest
Really?
Man Alive. That's why everybody's like, it's kind of odd now because he should have been
when he was on
Grey's Anatomy, the height. No, he's still a very attractive man. He's aged well. He's gotten some Botox. Nicely done, though. Not overdone. Somebody said he has a new movie coming out maybe in a month. And
Maybe
so
that's what it
sometimes publicists
Publicity.
will try to put their name on a list. But yeah, everybody seems to not mind it. You remember, was it Blake Shelton that people did not like?
I don't know.
Was that the one?
I like Blake Shelton.
I
though.
think so. Why is he the sexiest man alive? Well, the other finalists included Pedro Pascal. Do you know who that is?
Yes.
The lead in The Last of Us.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Timothée Chalamet, Jamie Foxx, Usher, and Jason Kelce. Not Travis Kelce, who we've been hearing a lot about.
Yeah, Jason.
The hairy brother.
Everybody likes him. He's very likable, I guess.
He is very likable. And he's very funny when he's been talking about it. He's like, it's a good day for overweight bearded men.
Offensive lineman.
He's like, my wife tells me I'm sexy all the time. I've been waiting for everybody else to jump on the train.
That's funny.
Yeah, I mean, nothing new.
Dempsey, Chalamet, Pedro Pascal.
Huh? Jamie Foxx, Usher.
Okay, those three that I mentioned,
yes.
they are similar. I think they all kind of have a similar look.
Well,
Like not, I don't like.
Isn't Chalamet like 20 something?
No,
Yes.
is he?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm thinking the wrong guy.
He's a little kid to me. He's dating Kylie Jenner.
Oh, I think I am thinking somebody else.
And I don't think McDreamy and Pedro look alike. I don't know. Are you looking up?
Yeah,
something?
sorry.
Yeah.
Who am I thinking? It doesn't matter. I don't.
I want to know who you were thinking was one of the sexiest.
Well, I was thinking. Is it older, tall, thin? French guy. That I don't. It doesn't matter. It
Okay.
doesn't matter. Sorry.
Yeah, it's not him.
Yeah.
That was it. And then this.
Has Usher never been it?
I don't think so.
Can you be it twice?
Yeah.
You can?
I mean, George Clooney, Brad Pitt, they were all it multiple times, which doesn't seem fair, right? You've been it, you've done it.
Well, maybe you.
Move on. You just want to maintain the title.
Yeah, maybe.
This was brought up by Jennifer on Facebook. Have you heard the rumors that Kevin Costner, 68 years old, is romancing Reese Witherspoon, 47 years old?
60 and 47?
68 and 47.
Oh, man, yeah, that's a big difference. I guess when you, like in that world, maybe it works a little better.
I mean, they're both very attractive people. They both have the same industry. Well, he settled his divorce a month ago. We talked about that divorce quite a bit on the podcast. And she got divorced from her husband in March of this year. And sources online claimed that they began calling and texting each other over scripts. It then turned romantic. However, Reece has shot that down. Her publicist came out and said, completely not true.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, they had to go eat lunch together or something.
I think they were probably talking about some sort of script or something. And maybe people just assumed he's just showing me a picture of who.
Who's that guy?
I don't know. That's who you're thinking of?
Yeah, Timothy something. Sorry.
Ty's still back on our other story.
Okay.
I don't know who that is. I think they would look good together. There is quite a bit of age difference. But if you do, he can go anybody above 41.
Yeah.
She's 47 too. Isn't that amazing?
Do you think that sounds old for her?
It does, but I also think she's at my age. Like I feel like I
yeah,
kind
I feel
of
like
grew
she's
up,
a couple years older than me.
but she is.
Yeah,
we're
right.
we're that age.
Well, when I remember like Cruel Intentions came out when I was in high
Right.
school, and she was a little bit older, like a
The
college
older
or something.
girl.
Yeah, but I never thought that she was that attractive. I mean, she's very attractive. But like that was not like a
She's
crush.
not your type.
Yeah.
I think she's beautiful. I think she's super cute too.
Yeah, that sounded such a jerk thing to say. That's not what I meant. She
Right.
was not the.
Who was your crush?
Oh, I don't know. That's a good one too. Like,
I mean,
well, probably like,
at the time.
yeah, I don't know.
Oh, come
like there was definitely like a Britney Spears phase. And I remember Jared,
guy.
my roommate in college, had a Britney Spears poster on the wall.
No, he did not.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to call his wife about that. I wonder if he still has it.
I doubt it.
No, I love her. Ava and I watched Legally Blonde the other day.
Did she like it?
Yes, she loved it. And she kept going. She goes, Mom, I think I kind of look like her. And I was like, oh.
She kinda does.
Blonde hair. I think Ava looks like Dakota Fanning. I always say that.
Yeah, she does.
So,
And that other girl, Amanda Seyfried.
yes.
Both of
Seyfried.
them.
Yeah.
Good
Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was super exciting.
Kevin Costner and
Reece are not dating.
Hey, what that show that the
Yellowstone.
Big Little Lies?
Yes.
Is that done?
No, but because of all the strike, you remember, I mean, I think the strike literally just ended yesterday. Writers and stuff haven't been able to work. And so everything has been kind of put on
That's why there's so
hiatus.
much reality
I'm pretty
stuff.
sure that they said, yeah, exactly. that they said there's a new season. I mean, it's a great show.
Great show. I love that. Came on
Big
Sunday
Little
nights,
Lies.
kind of in the weekend.
Nicole Kidman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this is just a kind of a crazy. We're going into real people now. No celebrity stuff. But late last month, a woman named Brittany Ayres welcomed a 14-pound, 8-ounce baby.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. And y'all need to Google the pictures of this kid because she's got 4 other children, and they took a family photo of all her 4 kids, and then this huge
Are the other ones normal size?
infant. Well, normal. They're bigger now. They're
Gotcha.
Yeah. They're
Were they huge
toddler,
babies too? you
So
think?
we'll get to that.
Gotcha.
They named him Sonny. It's the couple's 4th child, obviously delivered via C-section. He is the highest birth weight of any baby at that hospital since 2010. However, she said 2 of her other children also came out weighing 13 pounds. Are you kidding me? Kaysen was my biggest at 8'6", and that was
Kaysen was bigger than that. Kaysen was almost
9.
Yeah, almost 9. He was big. Yeah, it was like 8'16".
16.
No,
puts you over to-
8'15".
Yeah. Okay, I'll say that
Something like
pops
that.
you up to
Right.
9. He was a big boy. I can't imagine. And I can't imagine holding a 14-pound newborn because that's
Yeah,
all
I'm
you
looking
do.
at him. He's a big boy.
He's a big one, right? Is walk around holding babies, and you put him in the carrier, and it adds 20 pounds.
Yeah, I don't know if you could lift him in the carrier.
You remember when Kaysen came out so big, he didn't fit in the newborn clothes I brought for him. You had to go
Yeah,
buy
to go
him a
buy
new
him-
onesie
yeah.
to take him home from the hospital.
We were expecting him to be little like the other 2.
Yeah, I mean, Ava was 6 something. Beckett was 7.
I think I was over 9.
You were.
And I think my brother was almost 10.
Yes, I remember learning
And we're
that.
not like huge people.
Big babies, though.
Yeah.
But the Rycrofts were small babies, and thankfully, I got 2 of the small size. I mean, again, Kaysen is you reincarnated. Go figure, he was my biggest one.
Right.
Now, this story, have you heard about this, that American Airlines is getting sued for losing 2 children?
Yes, this is awful.
Yes, let's talk about that. So here's the story. A passenger, well, she wasn't the passenger, but a woman, her name is Amber Vensil, I believe. She is suing American Airlines for being reckless and negligent, saying the airline lost her 2 kids at the airport overnight without food or water or telling her what had happened. So she put her 2 sons on an American Airlines flight. They were both underage, and they were going from Missouri to Syracuse, say it, with a layover in Charlotte. They were supposed to visit their father's family. So as the airline requires, Amber purchased the airline's unaccompanied minor chaperone services to assist the boys. They were 14 and 12 for $150, right? And what that does is it gets the kids early boarding, a kids-only lounge, escorts into the airport until an authorized adult picks them up. So they are supervised from top to bottom. Well, what happened was the kids' connecting flight, the one in Charlotte, ended up getting canceled. After the flight was canceled, the children's father then received a text from the airline that the minors would be put on a flight the next morning. Amber, though, said that she received an email with conflicting information saying that they would be on a 5:21 flight the next day. She tried to call the airline, couldn't get a response. She finally got in contact with a worker at the Charlotte airport. How she did that, I have no idea. Completely unaffiliated with American Airlines, who had tracked down the kids in a lost children's room at the airport. The minors allegedly had not been given any food or water since the night before, spent the night in a freezing room on a sofa.
Yeah, I heard they were cold. That's
Yeah. They did end up boarding the flight. I don't know what time the flight was. They were picked up by the father. The mother then emailed, this is Amber, American Airlines Board of Directors about the incident, and the only response was from the airline's customer relations with an apology and a promise to refund the unaccompanied minor chaperone service
Yeah,
fee
not even
of
the
$150. So go.
Wow. Well, first of all, were the mom and the dad, were they not communicating?
Well, I don't know. So
One of them
this-
thought it was one time and one of them thought the other time?
Well, no. It sounds like they got 2 different pieces of information.
Well, right, but don't you think they would like check that to make sure?
Here's my initial thing. There was a lot of judgment online of people like, what are they doing traveling by themselves? Why are is there a layover?
That's what I was going to say is I'm not putting my kids alone on a flight that needs a layover. Like you go
I agree
direct.
about the layover. What this sounds like is that mom lives somewhere, dad lives in New York, and they go back and forth, right? and she had to put them on the plane. The layover is definitely tricky. Now, as a mom, and I'm not a helicopter mom, but I'm an anxious mom, right? I've got my kids have those air trackers on all the time. But I'm giving you a phone, okay? You're 14 years old, 12 years old. I'm giving y'all a phone because you're going to be by yourself. And I'm going to track you. I need you to call me every stop. Do you know what I mean? Like, she had no communication with these kids, which is my worst nightmare, to go, my kids are just out there.
Why do they not have a phone?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe the parents just didn't want them to. And maybe they did. It sounds like they didn't, though, because the mom had no idea. It would take one call from the son to be like, Mom, we're off the plane and nobody's here. What do I do?
Right.
Be like, go to a desk and stand there. I'm going to call. The anxiety taking over my body.
You would be on the next flight to...
I would have been on the flight with them.
I'm
like, I'm going to drive. I'm going to fly you there, and then I'm going to come back by myself because the thought of you...
If your mom, she used to spend the summers in Florida.
Yeah.
If Ava right now, who's 12...
Right.
12, yeah. If she was going to, like, for some reason we needed her to get to Florida, I would trust Ava to fly by herself.
It's not a trust thing. I don't like.
We probably wouldn't do that.
The fact
would we?
that she would be out of my control, and
Right.
I would be going. I don't like if she gets off the plane. What if there's not anybody there to meet her, and she's clueless. She'd be like, I don't know where to go. I don't know. Yeah, to us it makes sense. Follow the exit signs, but
but you have this fee that you've paid that's going to get somebody from there to there,
which is what she's saying.
Right. So I'm just trying to. First of all, like, is it feasible that we would let our kid do this?
I do see situations. I have a good friend that she got divorced. Her husband moved to Austin, and they had a little girl. And every other week, she flew Southwest by herself, back and forth between.
And no issues.
No, never an issue.
There's no layover. Or anything
so
like that.
I do understand sometimes there is a need for it. I'm not shaming this woman
Oh,
by
that's,
any means.
Right.
I don't know what scenario I would just send them off without any way to communicate with anybody.
That doesn't make sense.
You know, you each get a phone. You've got 5 phone numbers in it.
Maybe
and
they
you
do
call
it.
all of
Maybe
us.
they do it all the time, and so it's not a big deal.
Maybe, but I also, as
The
the mom,
layover
I'm
is
like,
what gets
I would
me.
be tracking every flight. I would have gotten a notification that Charlotte flight got canceled, and I'm now on duty to find out what's,
Well, she probably was.
I don't know. I have no idea. Oh,
That would be a terrible feeling. And then, like, it's kind of, it's not worst case scenario, but it's like they didn't get to eat or drink,
I know.
and they were cold.
I know.
And like, what? Who would possibly do
who
that?
would see kids just sitting there and then
Right.
not say anything
Like
to anybody?
If they're in a lost kid's room,
Right.
somebody must have been in there.
Right.
And then when they got off their shift, they just thought it was okay to leave them there.
I don't know. Every once in a while,
Americans liable here.
You think so?
I mean, yeah, I do.
Yeah.
100%. Why? How could they not be?
Again, this is her plane. This is her account. I'm not saying it's not true. Did something else happen?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
The kids missed their flight for some reason.
No, it
or-
did. I mean, it legit
Yeah,
was canceled.
I don't know.
I think when kids are involved, you just get a whole lot, these sweet little kids
Lot of
did not
variables.
have mom, did not have dad,
Yeah.
nobody helping them out. I found them. I'm not for flying again. Give me my rewards in cash, please. I do not want the upgrade.
It's funny. When you said the tracker thing, it reminded me. Did I talk about the football game on the podcast when Beckett got lost?
Oh, I thought you were about to say with Case. I was like, you just told the story.
No. With when Beckett was lost.
Oh my God.
Did we talk about that on here?
No.
Okay.
Go.
So we're at the high school football game, and our high school football games are a little bit different than most because there's huge tailgates. It is a big deal.
Well,
like Friday night
because
football.
our little town, it's the same mascot from elementary school. It's a dragon.
All the way up
And so where I grew up, you were a bobcat one year and then a Trojan and this. So the entire community is dragons. And so the entire community comes out. It's obnoxious.
Yeah, there's, I don't know,
I don't go.
thousands of people
And they're
come
all
to
wearing the
these
same
games.
colors because it's the
Yeah,
school colors.
A lot of times they're wearing their jersey because they play on Saturday.
Well,
and-
and it's a free for all.
Right.
The parents are talking and drinking, and the kids are just running around, and it's in a huge parking lot. I don't go because
you're antisocial.
No, again,
Yeah.
I'm having a super high anxiety podcast episode today, aren't I? I can't do it. I can't look around and be like, I don't know where my kids are. I have no idea. And if I'm not there,
Well, so Beckett, all of his buddies are there. Case and all of his friends are there. We're at his school.
I was home.
Had a tailgate for their elementary school. And so I have my eye on Kaysen the whole time. Beckett's playing football with some of his buddies. And I mean, this is not an unsafe place. Like, I'm not worried about safety, but I am worried about...
I am, because it is a pedophile's dream area. All these just kids running
that
around.
never even enters my
I know
mind.
it didn't, but that I was watching 2020 at the time.
And
Go.
And we're in a confined space. It's not like we're in a parking lot. Like, we're in a more of a confined space where, I mean, he can't go too far. And he's with all of his buddies, and I'm with all of his buddies' parents. Anyway, it comes time for game time, and I can't find Beckett. And Kaysen's with me.
And you found all of Beckett's friends.
Found all of Beckett's friends, and I'm like, where is he? Like, what in the world? How? And he knows he doesn't have a ticket to the game. I have his ticket. So he can't get into the stadium, I don't think. And so I obviously don't want to call you because I know you're going to freak out. But he does have that little tag thing
AirTag.
on. And so
They're Apple AirTags.
finally, I mean, we're halfway through the first quarter of the game, and I'm still looking for him. So I finally call you.
You text me. Didn't even call. Text.
And can you see where Beckett is on the AirTag thing? And
What did I say?
2 seconds. Oh my God! Where
I
is
said,
he? Where is
you
he?
best be joking.
Yeah, right.
Best be joking.
And I'm still not worried, but I want to find him.
I knew you were worried because I know I'm your last resort
Right.
to have to tell I
Right.
can't find your kid.
So when you send me the screenshot of where Beckett is, it says that he's inside the stadium. So I go, use my tickets, go inside the stadium. Not real surprising because he knows a ton of people. Everybody knows him. Like, he could wiggle his way into the game. Like, that doesn't really surprise me. So then I go and I see where all of his friends normally
I
sit.
actually found out
and
where
I
it
can't
was. Yeah.
find him. And then I look at the AirTag thing, and it's pretty precise, right?
Yeah.
And it says like that it's coming from the press box.
Well, my two mom friends who I knew their kids were two of the ones playing with Beckett. I texted them from I'm putting my clothes on at this point because I am about to go run up to the stadium and find him myself. And I was like, hey guys, Tye can't find Beckett. Do you know where he is? Have you seen him? And I'm crying.
There's no reason to cry.
And she writes back and she goes, oh yeah, he's up here in the suite with us.
So I finally
So I texted you. I was like, he's in the suite.
He has made his way to the press box. I go up. I walk in the press box, like you're not supposed to even be able to go in the press box, and he's sitting there on the front row of the press box watching the game with a full plate of barbecue. I'm like, what is going on here? Like, how did he do this? Like, I'm not even mad at this point. I'm impressed. I'm like, dude, he's got the ribs and barbecue sauce all over his face. Like, dude, did you forget about me? He's like,
Yeah.
no, I just came in with my friends. Like, no big deal. Like, dude, you can't come into the game without me. You have. Anyway, leave it to Beckett.
No. God bless AirTags, though. That was good. Hey, look at us making fluff today. Let's do a quick little reality roundup.
Alrighty.
Reality Roundup.
I feel like we're watching a lot right now, but then when I go to talk about it, I don't.
Yeah, I think because it's the same stuff.
Yeah, I guess it is. Well, Selling Sunset has come back on Netflix.
Is that good? Are we excited about that?
We liked it last season.
Yeah. Okay.
Didn't we?
I guess. I feel like it's been a while.
I mean, I feel like it's just something good to watch. I haven't heard much about it
No,
yet.
I haven't either. I do like the actual the
Real
houses,
estate.
that they show.
But I've heard that that's not even real. Like, these houses that they show are not really there.
For sale?
Well, like, they're listings, and I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how that would work, how
Yeah,
you
right.
can falsely advertise, but I do want to watch that. And then Tiffany, also on our Facebook page, had a recommendation for everybody. It's a podcast, and it's called The Wedding Scammer. And here's the trailer for it.
You ever been scammed? You think you're not that gullible? I used to think I was too smart to be a mark. Boy, was I wrong. For the past few years, I've been trying to find my scammer, and he's been busy scamming more people, ripping them off, and ruining their weddings. And after all these years, he's got a lot of victims.
It's this onion. factor or like a Russian doll factor. You peel off a layer and there's another one right there.
I don't know what it is, but I think maybe this is a con.
To me, it's like, how dare you? Who gave you permission to step into their lives in a moment of trust and just really purposely defraud them?
We should put a stop to this guy. I'll just sue him. I'll take him to court.
I'm hunting our scammer. You coming with?
Is it kind of like the Wedding Crasher?
I guess it's like a Wedding Crasher. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell from the clip. I haven't started listening to it yet, but I will. But it sounds like somebody was planning weddings and scheming.
Making money off of it?
Right. Had a bunch of different aliases, they said. And so I love stuff like that.
Yeah, you do.
It's from The Ringer. And then also coming out on Netflix, this is called The Billionaire, the Butler, and the Boyfriend on Netflix. So it's about, I'm not sure how to say it, it's all in French. So it's one of those,
Subtitles?
we cannot watch at night because we don't pay attention. I was watching the trailer, and it's definitely, you're going to have to pay attention. So I'll have to watch it during the day. But it's Lillian Bettencourt, as us American folks say it. She, at the time of her death in 2017, was the richest woman in the world. She was heir to the L'Oreal empire. Wow. And worth $45 billion. So this documentary discusses the last years of her life. Much of the scandal revolves around François-Marie Bernier, who is a high-profile photographer and was Lillian Bettencourt's close friend, who by the end of their time together, he would be convicted. It's called abus de la faiblesse, which means abuse of the weakness.
Huh.
So what this whole thing is about, because apparently it's became a huge national scandal. I don't remember ever hearing about it, but so Lillian's daughter, Francois, filed a criminal complaint against this photographer, Bernier, in 2007 for exploiting the 85-year-old woman who had Alzheimer's at the time. He apparently received $2 billion in gifts, ranging from Picasso's and other paintings to life insurance policies, and even got his own private island out of this. Yes. So what apparently broke this case, from what this is all going from the trailer. I have not been able to watch it yet, but the butler at Lillian's house began recording conversations between this photographer and Lillian, where you can clearly hear, like at one point, there's a conversation where she doesn't remember giving him a private island. And he's like, no, yeah, remember you told me you really wanted me to have the island. And so it's about that scandal and what ends up happening to
oh my gosh
him.
That sounds good.
I know. But again, we got to pay attention. You got to really pay attention. And then also, everything's on Netflix. This is called Improv, 60 and Still Standing. You know, I love comedy. It's about the Improv Comedy Club and the start of it, how it started in New York, actually, 60 years ago. And it was just one little room, and it started as a place where all Broadway actors could just go hang out after their shows. Ended up turning into this place where comedians could get up and try their stand-up comedy. And then it moved to LA, where they kept the original brick wall in the background. And so as part of it, it's an homage, I guess, to the original one. They have a stacked lineup. This is new comedy that they're doing. Bert Kreischer, Whitney Cummings, Angela Johnson-Rise, I love her, Mark Normand, Kevin Nealon, Joe Coy, who I love, Craig Robinson, Fortune Feimster, love her, Dean Cole, Jeff Dunham. They're all doing live stand-up or fresh stuff. But the special also goes behind the scenes of the people that created it, and then they go back to never-before-seen footage from newcomers to the business back in the day, Jerry Seinfeld, Adam Sandler, Mark Cho, David Tell, Robin Williams, Ray Romano, David Spade, all the people that have ever performed there. Anyway,
that's really cool.
It kind of just sounds like a fun little thing to watch. I'd like to see that. Are we going to see the same story?
Probably,
was it the Improv when we saw Dane?
Yeah, I think we talked about that on the podcast.
Yeah, but it wasn't the Improv?
No, it was Comedy Club.
Okay, Comedy Store.
The Comedy Store.
Yeah. We've never been to the Improv.
No, we haven't.
What were you going to say?
I don't remember.
No, shoot, sorry.
It's all right.
Well, that's it.
That's all?
I know. I didn't have a lot of meat and potatoes, but
okay.
We kind of kept it going.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks for your contributions today. You had 2 unscripted stories to share.
2 stories.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
One about a rambunctious child, the other about a lost child, but it's fine.
Gotcha.
It's fine. Okay, well, everybody, make sure that you like, rate, review, subscribe, all of that stuff to the podcast. Keep going to that Facebook page. Give us recommendations. I love sharing them with everybody. And have a good week, right?
Have a great week.
We'll
That's right.
be back here next week.
Same time.
Same place.
Over and out.
The holidays start here at Baker's with a variety of options to celebrate traditions old and new. Whether you're making a traditional roasted turkey or spicy turkey tacos, your go-to shrimp cocktail, or your first Cajun risotto, Baker's has all the freshest ingredients to embrace your traditions. Baker's, fresh for everyone.
We've locked in low prices to help you save big store-wide. Look for the locked in low prices tags and enjoy extra savings throughout the store. Baker's, fresh for everyone.
It is Ryan here, and I have a question for you. What do you do when you win? Like, are you a fist pumper, a woohooer, a hand clapper, a high fiver? I kind of like the high five, but if you want to hone in on those winning moves, check out Chumba Casino. At ChumbaCasino.com, choose from hundreds of social casino-style games for your chance to redeem serious cash prizes. There are new game releases weekly, plus free daily bonuses. So don't wait. Start having the most fun ever at ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.